Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. This morning, I predicted that a dump was incoming. Was I right? Was I wrong? Should I apologize and say I'm wrong today? Let me explain. I am sorry. I am wrong. I've got it wrong at the moment, but let me explain the full story, and it's important that you understand this. This morning, I said, and the name of this video, I'm making this during a live broadcast, I said Tesla dump incoming. I gave you my reasons to believe that. Even though I'm bullish on Tesla, I like Tesla. I own Tesla through the S&P, of course, not directly because I don't pump and dump stocks, because I want to be completely impartial and honest with my opinions. I only own the S&P. But I do love Tesla and I do like what they're doing. But I said this morning it would dump. Around 11 o'clock, I said it would dump. However, I haven't got a crystal ball. I can't give a precise time, but my opinion hasn't changed, even though I should say I'm sorry. It hasn't dumped like I predicted. It kind of did. Let's explain. There's some full context because you can't be black and white in this business. Let me explain. So first of all, if we look at Tesla right now, around 11 o'clock, which was here, and I said this morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, I said the stock would start to go down. Here we go, into 11 o'clock. There it is, 11:40. So I was maybe an hour out. Okay, again, I can't predict the second. Nobody can. But it did start to sell off. People did take profits. It's gone up again. I still believe it could drop today because of the market closes as I'm doing this in half an hour. And there's going to be an FOMC minute which will be volatile after the bell closes. As the bell rings, and then there's no trading tomorrow, so people don't want to be in the stock tomorrow because tomorrow is a bank holiday, so we've got half a day today. But also, I'm extremely bullish on the overall market, and I said I would be, you want to be in the market, and I want to own Tesla, and I said to you that I have bought, the best way to buy Tesla would be through the S&P. What you're looking at is my portfolio. Remember, I started with $5,000 and I don't short stock, I don't do options, I only own the S&P, and you can see how the overall markets are all up. Look at my balance now, 102,868. Now, was I right? Was I wrong? Well, obviously I was wrong that it didn't dump exactly at 11. It started to sell at 10, so I was an hour out. It then recovered. It's starting to sell off again now. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but when I said it's best to buy it through the S&P, clearly I was right because the 493 stocks that haven't yet started to really take off are about to through July because rate cuts are coming in September. I've said that now for 18 months that rate cuts would come in September 24. And I've put my flag in the sand and said the same thing for 18 months. I've said that I'm fully in on the S&P, as you can see, all my money, and I'm also using margin, and which is great. And the overall markets have potentially 8% less this year, left to grow this year, and there's billions of dollars about to come into the market, rate cuts coming down, all the rest of it. However, Tesla always gets overbought. We know Tesla is good, but it's just too early. People are always buying the future price. Elon Musk has said over and over again, stop buying my stock, it's too expensive. However, if Tesla, and I'm right, if it starts to sell off at some point, Tesla could go down, 10% from here because we had a big rise yesterday and again today. If it does fall quickly, which I still believe it will, you either just let that money go back down again or you trade out. And if you trade out, you'll pay tax on it. If you're doing it on your brokerage, hopefully you're trading on your IRA, so there's no tax. But if it goes back down again, do you take profits? I don't know. Or do you pay tax? Whatever. The point is, because Tesla is doing better than anticipated. It still missed on deliveries. It was a terrible deliveries, but not as bad as anticipated. Everyone's buying. Cathie Wood knows. She just sold a huge position in Tesla, and she's the biggest bull of all. She sold this morning. She's missed out on all this. So let's remember that. And she's far smarter than I am, let's be honest, right? She sold out. The point is if it does go back down, you're scrambling around deciding, do I sell? Do I pay tax on these gains or whatever? Whereas I won't be selling, and the S&P will hardly move at all because it's about just under 1%. The S&P is affected by Tesla movement. So I'm up today because the overall market is up. Tesla is up partly because of that and overbuying, but I stand by what I say. I said it would sell off. It did. An hour out of what I said. Hey, what am I, a wizard? I still believe it will. I still believe there'll be volatility going into the close. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If it carries on going up and up and up, that doesn't mean to say you should buy it. People keep buying all kinds of things which they shouldn't buy. Doesn't mean I'm right or wrong. They overpay for it, and at some point it does come back down. And then that's your issue now, is what do you do? Whereas I am not going to have to sell anything. If Tesla trims off, my S&P would hardly move. I won't pay taxes. I won't be concerned. And I'm still hitting all-time highs. Looks like I'm about to hit 103,000. So I'm up 3,000 since the beginning of the week. Pretty crazy. Plus, I haven't got to sell or do anything. So I'm sorry. I was wrong. It didn't drop at 11 o'clock. It did trim at 10 o'clock, so I was out by an hour. It's gone back up again, but I still believe there's trimming to come. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and it keeps going up to $1 million, great. I wish you all the best. Just take your profit when it does, because it's more than double its actual intrinsic value now, by at least double, nearly 3 times actually, its actual value. And again, I am bullish on Tesla. I like what Elon Musk is doing. I like Tesla, but I don't overpay for stuff just because everybody else is. I don't need to. I don't pay taxes. I don't take profits. I just hold, and I don't have to worry. So there you go. So if you want a sorry, I got it wrong. There's your sorry. I got it wrong. But I'm also right. You decide. You let me know in the comments. I'm sure you will. Click above my head, down below in the description, over here and over here. I'll put the video when I announced it this morning, and my thoughts, a much more deep dive on it, and what Meet Kevin is doing, and of course what Cathie Wood is doing. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.